Did you know that the average car repair bill in the US is over $500 and nearly 40% of those repairs are completely unnecessary? Due to mechanics and dealerships make billions every year by overcharging, upselling, and keeping secrets that most drivers never even realize. But today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 hidden truths that could save you hundreds on car maintenance and repairs. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid getting ripped off the next time you take your car in for service. Let's dive in. Number 1. Dealerships make huge profits from unnecessary scheduled maintenance. One of the biggest money traps in the auto industry is dealership-recommended scheduled maintenance packages that sound important, but are often overpriced and unnecessary. If you've ever taken your car in for an oil change and been told you need a $500 plus 30,000 mile or 60,000 mile service, chances are most of that work isn't even needed. These packages are designed to upsell basic services like fluid checks, tire rotations, and inspections, things you can often do yourself or get done much cheaper at an independent shop. The real kicker? Many modern cars don't need major servicing at those intervals, except for oil changes and maybe an air filter swap. Even worse, dealerships love to scare customers into thinking skipping these services will void their warranty. That's 100% false. As long as you follow your manufacturer's actual maintenance schedule, your warranty stays intact. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act protects you from being forced to use dealer services. Now, here's where it gets unsafe. Some of these services include fluid flushes that your car doesn't actually need. If done improperly or unnecessarily, they can cause more harm than good, leading to early transmission wear or even part failure. So before you agree to that pricey dealership service, check your owner's manual first. Number 2. Your car's lifetime transmission fluid is a lie. Many automakers claim their modern automatic transmissions are sealed for life, meaning you don't require fluid changes. But here's the catch. Lifetime doesn't mean forever. It means the expected lifespan of the transmission, which could be as little as 100,000 miles. By that point, it might already be too late. Mechanics who work on real-world vehicles know that transmissions last much longer if the fluid is regularly changed, usually every 40,000 to 60,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. Ignoring this can lead to slipping gears, overheating, and eventually complete transmission failure, which can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 to replace. The problem is that once the damage is done, it's irreversible, and that's exactly what manufacturers count on getting you to buy a new car instead of maintaining the one you already have. Number 3. Engine air filters are the most overpriced item at shops. If you've ever gone in for an oil change and suddenly been told your air filter needs replacing for a whopping $50 to $100, you're not alone. Shops love pushing this simple part because it's easy money for them. In reality, an engine air filter typically costs $10 to $20 if you buy it yourself, and swapping it out takes less than 5 minutes, literally as easy as opening a plastic cover and dropping in a new one. The scam works because mechanics often exaggerate how dirty your filter is. They might show you a slightly dusty one and claim it's choking your engine, making your car run poorly or burn more gas. While a completely clogged filter can slightly affect fuel efficiency, most modern engines are designed to compensate, meaning the difference in mileage is usually negligible unless the filter is absolutely filthy. The real kicker? Many shops recommend replacing it way too often. Some even suggest every oil change. But most manufacturers only require a new engine air filter every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. If you drive in extremely dusty areas, you might need it sooner, but for the average driver, it's nowhere near as frequent as mechanics claim. Number 4. The premium gas myth. If you've ever been told that putting premium gas in your car will make it run better, last longer, or get better mileage, you've been fed a myth that costs Americans billions of dollars every year. The reality? Premium gas has a higher octane rating, which means it resists knocking in high-performance engines. But if your car was designed to run on regular 87 octane gas, premium won't make it run smoother, burn cleaner, or extend the engine's life. Studies by the AAA and other independent testers have repeatedly shown that in cars not designed for premium fuel, there's zero measurable benefit, no extra power, no better fuel economy, nothing. Automakers and gas companies push the premium fuel myth because it's an easy upsell. Premium gas can cost 30 to 50 cents more per gallon, which adds up fast if you're filling up weekly. Over a year, that's hundreds of dollars wasted for absolutely no benefit. Number 5. Brake jobs are overpriced. Brake jobs are one of the biggest moneymakers for dealerships and repair shops, and most people overpay by hundreds of dollars simply because they don't know any better. Mechanics often push expensive brake packages, claiming that you need to replace pads, rotors, and calipers all at once, even when only one part is worn out. In most cases, you only need new brake pads, which can cost as little as $50 to $100 for a set, while shops charge $300 to $600 for the same job. The biggest ripoff comes from dealerships, where brake jobs can cost $800 to $1,200 just because they slap a brand name price tag on the service. They might also tell you that you need OEM parts, even though high-quality aftermarket brake pads and rotors work just as well, if not better, for a fraction of the price. Moreover, some shops will resurface rotors and charge $100 per rotor when brand new ones cost $50 to $100 each. If your rotors are truly worn out, it's often cheaper to replace them outright instead of resurfacing. Number 6. Check engine light scare tactics. The check engine light is one of the biggest fear tactics mechanics use to squeeze money out of unsuspecting drivers. When that little orange light pops on, most people panic and rush straight to a repair shop, where they're then hit with a long list of expensive needed repairs that may not even be necessary. But in reality, the check engine light can turn on for something as minor as a loose gas cap or an oxygen sensor reading slightly off. But shady mechanics know that most drivers don't understand what the codes mean, so they'll exaggerate the issue and pressure you into hundreds of dollars in unnecessary repairs. Here's how you avoid getting scammed. Get the code checked yourself. Auto parts stores like AutoZone, O'Reilly, and Advance Auto Parts will scan your check engine light for free. The code will tell you exactly what's wrong often. It's something simple you can fix yourself, like replacing a $20 sensor or tightening a gas cap. Even if the issue is more serious, don't let a mechanic bully you into an immediate repair without getting a second opinion. Some shops will clear the code and tell you the problem is fixed only for the light to come back on a few days later, meaning they never actually address the real issue. Also, beware of mechanics who say, "We need to do further diagnostics," and charge you $100 to $200 just to look deeper into the problem. Many times, they already know what's wrong but want to charge you extra before even touching the car. Number 7. Mechanics might not check the most critical safety component. Your tires are the only thing connecting your car to the pavement, and if they're worn out, improperly inflated, or have hidden damage, your risk of blowouts, hydroplaning, and losing control skyrockets. Yet, most mechanics focus on upselling oil changes, alignments, and fluid flushes, while completely ignoring the condition of your tires, even though tire failures cause over 11,000 crashes per year, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Even dealerships, which charge premium prices for maintenance, often skip tire inspections, unless you're there specifically for tire-related service. Some quick lube shops do visual inspections, but that usually just means a quick glance. They don't actually measure tread depth or check for internal damage. So, what should you do? Check your tires yourself. Use the penny test to stick a penny into the tread with Lincoln's head facing down. If you can see the top of his head, your tires are dangerously worn out and need replacing. Also, check your tire pressure at least once a month. Low pressure leads to uneven wear, poor fuel economy, and higher chances of a blowout.